Alright, Beastlings, I'm Moggy and let's bite into Vampyr. So I believe we're about to fight McCollum, and it's one of the boss fights that I actually really enjoy. What the what? Why did McDonald's reply to my tweet? Wait, what? Go to dashboard, I don't care dude about these things. What is that? How's it? Fonzo! Thank you, Aeon, for gifting a subscription to Fonzer. Now you're Fonzo of the mythical crack. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. I was doing the freaking sound effect and at the same time you gifted another one. God damn it, timing. Swansea!
Those bastards.
I'm here.
What have they done to Edgar?
Oh, my favorite boss fight coming up. Yes. I am so excited. Hype! Can we get hype in the chat? I'm just kidding. I love it. McCollum, I'm here.
Ultraviolet curtains and orichalcum powder. Dr. Swansea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts your hand.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans. Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for one.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic. You aim to unleash another disaster just like William Marshall did.
No, I'm trying to put an end to it. Just like you are.
You're its progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment. Now where is Marshall? Speak!
Oh, too bad.
So
sad.
much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true. Do you know what this is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood. The blood of a true defender of Britain. Stronger than your evil powers.
Hey, you're drinking blood? Technically you're also a vampire
This
then.
is ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough. Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father. Your poisonous bite is useless on me.
So here we go now. Sorry to start like this, but enjoy my ultimate. Which did surprisingly little damage, now I'm worried. What? Stamina? Would you come back, please? I'd appreciate that. Okay, this isn't as easy as I thought it was gonna be. I might actually die. Okay.
Close your eyes!
Yes! Fill up my blood bar so I can use my abilities. Okay, I should stay out of light.
Show some style. Fight like a man.
I'll fight like a vampire. I figured. I have his abilities. I might as well use it. Except my stamina sucks. Oh my god, look at my health. This is not good. Ahaha, you hit my blood barrier. I should save my abilities just to heal and do damage with just my sword at this point. Yes, more blood.
I know!
Yeah. I can do this. Don't worry about me. Yeah!
We are the guardian of justice. Freewind shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
I like that
We
boss
always
fight.
have been.
That was so cool.
And we
With the
always
lights
will
and
be. Of all the
dodging
evils
and
that
stuff.
threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
I was only reborn for a few minutes before you and your men hunted me down like a beast.
You were only reborn for a few minutes, and you'd already taken the life of an innocent woman.
There is no
Fair
way you'll ever let me be, McCullum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now, for there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
I love what's coming. You have
That's
no
a way
idea
you're
what's
mistaken.
coming. Here we go. Yeah! It's fair turn. We're gonna turn him. Welcome to the world through the looking glass.
I'll make you a vampire. I'll make you one of us.
No! Kill me!
Prepare yourself, Hunter. You're about to be hunted, just like me.
No! No!
When I kissed my poor man goodbye, I had no idea what I was doing. But now I do. Consider this my kiss of Judas.
I love it! Goddamn boy.
Welcome to the world through the looking glass.
Hell yeah, badass!
I'm so sorry about your loss, Mrs. Fishburne.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. Could
That's
you check Rufus's health for me, please? I've been taking care of this young nipper since my poor Seymour died.
What? Nipper?
Very well.
What?
But why so nervous?
Huh?
Even if he lives with me now, Rufus still spends too much time outside. He grew up in the streets, you see, and he's kept his old habits.
It's great,
Mrs.
dude.
Fishburne, are you in need of any medical assistance?
I am afraid I am, Doctor. I don't feel well at all.
No, you're not a doctor. Alright, I'm supposed to talk to you. I know you're healthy, but let's see if I have to check up on you
Good
anyway.
evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr. Reed.
You seem happier than before.
I live with Mrs. Fishburne now, in her house.
I know,
have
I
a
killed
bed
her
and
son.
everything.
Made that possible. For you. You're welcome. So what can I say except you're welcome?
Tell me your feelings about Seymour's death, Rufus.
I am sad for Mrs. Fishburne, not for her dead son. I was afraid of him and his threats. I don't think a lot of people will miss him.
So how is your new life going?
Tell me
Good.
more, tell me
I have a
more.
roof over my head and warm meals. Mrs. Fishburne is the best. But she's so sad. I hear her crying at night.
Even if she did take you in, Mrs. Fishburne lost her son, who she loved very much.
I know, but it makes me feel funny. I should feel bad for being here after Seymour died, not happy.
Crap, is this dependent on the next hint?
Try to help her as much as she helps you, Rufus. Help each other through the grief.
Mrs. Fishburne has been like a mother to me, and it's my turn to help her the best I can.
Yeah, get the hint. If you're not familiar with this game, if you choose the wrong one, the hint will fail and you'll never get it. Hello.
Good evening, Miss Price.
You know you can call me Carolyn, my dear doctor.
Do you need my medical attention, Miss Price?
Oh yes, I feel so oppressed lately. And tired and feeble too. Thank you so much,
Sounds
Doctor.
like a
You're
personal
always so
problem.
considerate.
You. I want your blood. Can you give us some privacy? Oh, this?
Doris Fletcher
There
is
we go.
about to become a disaster.
No, that's not
I'm
it.
getting close to having all the evidence.
Key. Now? Now can I? Yes! Victory! I'm getting closer. Hello? Sup? I don't have any... I'm sorry, what? Cool. Swansea? No, he's not in here, but I know the diary is, right?
It's locked.
Never mind.
Blood of a
Something-
pure heart. Garlic.
Basement
blood of
key.
a king. I don't understand. Perhaps this is what McCullum drank. I had better keep that in mind. I should find the key to that box.
Swansea! There you is.
Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
Uh-oh, we're gonna leave, aren't we? We're gonna have to return here. God damn it! Maybe not.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know
I'm getting
all
you
too
out of
well
here.
when it's too
Puts him
late.
sitting down there. Okay.
Punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Geoffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skal epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
I
About
put him in a
that.
somewhat delicate position when I made him an immortal.
Really? You sure that was the wisest course of action?
Nope. Not now,
Time will
not ever.
tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
Edgar, as much as I would like to believe you, I have a few concerns that require clarification.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
Fair enough, I don't really care
While
either.
investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan.
You
Nothing
have
at
some
all.
explaining to do.
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
I have no idea.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Yours.
Lady Ashbury's.
Ow.
While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my
You
research.
used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
Right, I admit it. I boldly ventured into experimental realms, but I've killed no one to appease my thirst for knowledge, Jonathan. I'm no murderer.
I never asked to become what I am, Edgar. You chose to conduct your rogue experiments.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital.
What I feel like
Jonathan,
there's
you know I'm
important
not an
decision
evil
coming
soul.
up that I don't remember.
Just another victim of this tragedy.
I like him.
No,
I don't know
Edgar,
if this was
you are not
correct
going to
choice or
die.
not, but whatever.
Unless you want to.
What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
You're a good guy.
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then.
Me too, but I cannot, for it is just fictional.
Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
Me too.
Enough!
Our heads glitched through each other, what the hell? You're still alive. Wow. Okay, cool.
I have it.
Filthy murdering
I
bastard!
can now open the box.
Cool. I got it.
I really don't know if I should read this.
Nope. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's right there. I can't read it because otherwise I can't get the stuff.
So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth. I found your notebook. The one the guard of Prewan stole from you.
And you've brought it back to me. That's excellent news, Jonathan. Were you able to keep yourself from reading it?
Yes. I give it back to you untouched.
Then, my friend, you deserve a little something to reward your fortitude. Please, have this, with my gratitude.
What's in the notebook?
I can't answer you, Jonathan, since you chose not to open it.
Ah, here's the symbol. What? Ah. Fish. Yep, I'm missing this one. God damn it. Oh, that's great. Okay, I don't care. It's a door opens and you get a sword, so it's not that important. It just would have been kind of cool to actually do, but whatever. Also, wow, our XP is in the minus. Hello.
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
She has cool eye color.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skal epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar gave no heed to ethics. His theory could have been proven to be correct, but he abused the confidence of his patients to test it.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Icor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No.
Did I miss
This
something?
can't be. Oh, God.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
Out the window! Okay.
Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need.
So I'll go here first. And I'll go up here. And then here. I guess I feel like I need to be there near the hospital at the very end, maybe, so.
I'm still persona non grata in the Ascalon Club.
I know.
If I want to speak with Lord Redgrave, I'll have to improvise.
Yeah, I see. I have the blood barrier too. Gotcha. Brother.
Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
What are you doing here, traitor? I shall smite you for this audacity.
I'm not here to bicker, Lord Redgrave. I can put an end to this epidemic, but I need your assistance to do so.
Good. We've held out thus far, but the time has come to put an end to this crisis. Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
The blood of William Marshall? Of my maker? Are you mad? This blood is the purest of all. My maker proffered it to me on the battlefield. I cannot hand it to you.
Or come with me and you'll see.
No one can interfere with my mission. I won't allow it. I have made too many sacrifices in my search for answers.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my lord.
If you
That
manage
was
to
easy.
save this city, you'll prove yourself a veritable servant of the crown. So Godspeed, Dr. Reed. Our fate lies wholly in your hands.
He's actually a pretty cool dude, you know. I can't take your stuff? Okay, cool. Great, we just traded places. There he is. I guess I'll help you out. How you doing, boy? Looking good. Feeling the power, aren't we? Alright, let me loot real quick. Alright.
Good evening, Vampire Hunter.
Are you here to mock me, Reed?
Not at all, McCullum. I am here because I need you.
Really? I'm intrigued. Speak up, then.
I need the blood of a king. The blood of Arthur. I'm certain you possess it, and I must have it.
The Guard's most sacred and precious relic. Why would you? You found Marshall's memoirs. I should have destroyed that book.
I need the antidote to save this city, McCullum.
It is within me to take your words as truth. I want to, but I must know more. What precisely are your plans?
I have found the carrier, McCullum. The infection's source. It may be science or some supernatural power that's responsible for all this. But I will harness either or both to end the epidemic.
A vampire doctor. My God, you're a terrifying creature. Jonathan Emmett Reed.
Do you not understand?
We know our
wanted
middle
the same
name, yay.
thing from the outset. A means to
How
end
does he
this
know our middle
vampire
name? What the hell?
epidemic.
Not enemies. Maybe that is so. Take it then. I see no other hope for this city. If this is some trick, you will be damned, Dr. Reed.
Kinda actually
Thank
do
you.
wanna know.
Can we speak more?
Indeed. Why not?
How are
Yeah.
you adapting to immortality?
I feel so powerful it gives me shivers. I could be the greatest vampire hunter ever. Your worst nightmare, in truth.
Will you leave the guard now that you are what you are?
Are we not creatures of deceit? I could hide my nature from my men, or name a successor. Go my own way. I know not yet my path.
Will you hunt me down?
Not for now. But you had better behave, Doctor, or I may change my mind.
Why are you here?
The man who raised me after the brutal murder of my parents. He's buried here.
Were both your parents killed by vampires?
Yes. And yet worse. My father returned to Dublin a vampire and tore out my mother's throat.
And who was this man?
Carl Eldritch. One-time leader of Prewin. He killed my father in front of me. Helped me hunt my brother Ain after teaching me how to kill leeches.
This is so cool.
Farewell, my progeny.
Do not stretch your luck, Reed.
I love McCollum so much. He's like really good vampire hunter, and then I come along and turn him into one as well. It's like, it's so cool. I love it. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. Ah, here we go.
I cannot use garlic, but there may be a substitute in the Pembroke Hospital drug storage.
Cool. Let's go. Let's go look for it. Wait, is there another boss fight coming up? Oh yeah. Hi. No. You're no boss fight. You don't have the huge health bars. I broke the freaking cupboard. Just hit. Jesus Christ. Jonathan. Oh god, man. Where is it? I thought it would be here. Where is it?
There it is.
Yes!
Insulin. Much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me. Thank you, Dr. Polescu.
Hell yeah. Now what?
The blend seems stable. Time to go and find Harriet in the sewers.
I'll go talk to my boy Edgar. I wanna know how he's doing now that he's one of us. One of us. Good. How you doing?
Jonathan, my dear, I can never thank you enough.
Thank me. For what?
Come now, you know what I mean. I am, well, I'm just like you.
Loving it. I would. Yeah.
I'm glad you like it.
How could I not be happy? You offered me the ultimate freedom. More
That's
than
the
I
dream.
ever could have dreamt of.
Ooh, that's a lot of questions.
How do you feel since you changed?
Absolutely fine. Did you know I can determine the health of every patient or nurse just by looking at him? Fascinating.
So cool.
Have you taken a life yet, Edgar?
Don't you think that's a private matter? I would not ask you such an indiscreet question.
Do you feel the hunger?
Yes. It's very peculiar, not like mortal hunger at all. It's like I'm never sated. Fortunately, blood is no rare commodity at Pembroke.
Will you continue as Pembroke's administrator?
Of course. I can help more than ever. And since I'm already dead, I can't get sick.
Right?
Are you not afraid Prewin
so
will find
cool.
you? Next time, they will do more than abduct and torture you.
I remain a man of peace. If things were to go awry, I would flee rather than slice them up as you would, my friend.
Have you seen Elizabeth? Has she passed this way since you returned?
No. And I'm terrified to see her again. I really am, Jonathan. She could very well tear me to pieces for what I did.
Goodbye, Edgar. I'm certain we'll meet again.